to All the Feels Conversations. This podcast is a safe haven for emotions and feelings to be seen and shared. Here, we want to embrace all the feels, bringing us closer to ourselves and each other. This season, I'm having intimate, anonymous conversations with 100 men about their feelings. Why? Because society often tells men not to feel or express themselves, and this deeply affects our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
I'm really grateful that you've come on board. Just say a little bit about yourself.
I'm calling from New York. I've lived there all my life. Not born, but raised. I was born in Virginia, raised in New York since I was like 4 or 5 years old. And I'm currently in school right now, studying sociology, and then working full time at like my local grocery store. Make a little money to support my family.
What are you studying?
Sociology.
And what's your current relationship status?
All right, it's I don't even know what to describe it. Like I recently learned a term, but I don't know if like it like applies to me. Like like I'm like I go on dates and stuff like that, but I don't look like I don't with multiple people, but like not to the I'm not looking for like a relationship. I think it's like like not a it's not it's a romantic
Oh, okay.
like yeah, aromantical or something like that. Yeah. Um I feel like I've been in a couple like relationships where it's kind of um like I like the idea of like love and dating and that sort of like platonic like love. But I never like but then the idea of like it like then leading into like a love life or like something where it's like now we're like together.
Mm-hmm.
Um and it just never it was just never something that I was like interested in pursuing. And so it made me realize like maybe it's just that's just something I'm not looking for. But it's not like I don't like having like being loved or like showing love. Um but just not to the extent of like it being like a relationship, I guess. So
Okay, relationship with self and others, intimacy, and mental health. Which one would you like to go first with?
um I think mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's something I've been thinking about uh a lot. I
How is
feel
your
like
mental health right now?
my mental health, it I don't I don't think I'm in a great uh space. I had previously mentioned about my grandmother passing um in December, and I've like I said it's that it's in like New York where it's like in Caribbean households it's kind of like everybody kind of like lives with each other. So my grandmother, I've lived with her like my entire life from the first house to like a little bit in between in the second house when we started renting with my mom, and then boom, right back I was living with her again. I lived upstairs, she lived down here. Um, and so I seen her every day. She was basically my second mom. Um, and uh, I didn't for a while. I didn't like I didn't know what to do. I was just kind of like stuck. But like I had to like continue going. Like I wasn't working at the time. And I was trying to pay off for school to get ready for the next semester. So I was like literally like then like 2 days later, like after her passing, like I had her like an interview for like Shake Shack, and I'm like sitting there in front of the interviewer, just like I'm not like, oh, like why do you want this job? And it's just like and like my like I was just so I was like I had another job, but they like canceled on me, so I was just applying. Like I don't like I was just saying like whatever was kind of my head. Like I wasn't thinking. It was it was bad. Like I was just like, and I'm walking home from the interview. I'm just like, I really said that. Like, I'm not getting hired. I already know. Um, and so, and so, yeah, I had it was just bad around that time. I had friends. I still had people, friends and family that was still around me. So I was always talking to them, uh, just trying to figure out like just day by day, like how to take it, or just how to like continue. Um, Eventually, I felt like I got a bit better. Like I still don't know what that means. Like getting better. Like I still like every day I think about it every day. So like um and and I wanna say like I've gotten better, but like I said, like I still feel like like shit. And I'm just tired. It's tough. Uh, 'Cause like I feel like I should be doing more, but like I don't know what to do. It's obviously like taking a toll on me. Like I'm drained. Like sometimes I come home and I'm on my couch and I like knock out like instantly, like in my work clothes. Uh, or I'm like coming from school and I'm like not like I can't get work done. And it's just yeah, like I'm just mentally I'm drained, I'm tired, and it just even though like I'm doing all the things, like I'm in school, I'm working, I'm doing organizing work and stuff like that. I still just feel like shit. Like I genuinely like mentally, physically, I just feel like I'm just tired, yeah. And but I can't stop. Well, that's what I tell myself. Like I gotta keep going. Like if I stop, then like this burnout's gonna be bad. Like this cry. Like I'm gonna cry. Like I'm not. And and so I'm just I just gotta keep going. I can't stop. Like if I stop, then like I don't know if I'm gonna recover.
When you say stop, do you mean rest or do you mean take a break? What do you?
Yeah, like if I like I think yeah, it's like taking a break. Like if I start taking like breaks, um, then like I'm just I'm just gonna like start like lacking or slacking off or just like once I take this break, like I'm not like uh I'm not going back to school or something like that. Or just like maybe like I'm not like waking up for work. And it's already happened like twice and I'm just like, oh shit, like it's happening. So now I'm like drinking energy drinks so I could stay up so I could be more productive again. Um, because yeah, like I said, it just feels like once I stop, like I'm just like I'm gonna stop indefinitely. Like it's gonna be a long pause, which
Mm,
I can't afford right now.
mm.
Um, I just yeah, I don't think I could afford that.
I'm sorry to hear about your grandma, bro. And it sounds like you are doing everything that you can to to do the things that you need to do. I really hope that there is a moment where you feel like you can stop and rest because it sounds like your body is maybe asking you to do that if you're falling asleep and stuff, you know? But I hear you. I hear that
Yeah,
you've got the responsibilities and your mom and the work and school. It sounds like your plate is really full right now, no?
yeah, 100%. I work like 40 hours and it's all physical labor because it's just the minimum. Like it's just like I said, I work at a grocery store, so I'm up
Yeah.
at like 4 a.m. I gotta be up like I gotta be at work at 5 and I'm just physical labor the entire time, breaking shit down or carrying fucking boxes all day and shit. And so yeah, I just be tired. Yeah.
Mm.
But
You're doing the best you can,
uh
man. It doesn't, you're
yeah.
doing it. Yeah. Um, Thank you for sharing that. How do you think you, and what I'm about to say, like there's so many ideas about what this thing is. There's no right or wrong, but in the idea that society thinks about masculinity, how do you think you fit into that idea?
Um I think that the idea, like, because I've been told all my life, like, being a man means like making sure like masculinity is like uh providing for yourself, making sure you know you once you're providing for yourself, you are then providing for others. I've been told by family members, like, oh, you're not a man yet, because you're not. The idea of like these set like rules of like you gotta be like giving you 100% all the time, because like if you don't, you start slacking, then all that, how you gonna provide for when you have kids and stuff like that. I'm 21. I don't even know why they talking about kids or stuff like that. But it's just like like yeah, like they'll bring up like stuff like that. It's just like what happens when you have a family. I was like, how you know I even want like who told you I'm gonna have kids? Like and but it's like uh even though I feel like I know like I'm saying these things where it's just like, oh, like what are you talking about? I'm like it's kind of like built in me sometimes, and I realize where I'm just like the reason why I sometimes even go so hard is because of like these ideas like that was just like just molded into me, where it's like you got to keep going with it. This is just gonna make you, if you as a man, tough times comes and it's gonna mold you to even be a better man. And it's just like I don't like these like I don't know like I don't think this is molding me at all. It's just if anything it's breaking me down. Like I don't think like and it's just like yeah. But um and I think yeah, I've also have spent time like what like my definition of like what a man is supposed to be, or like what a like those ideas of like masculinity and like stuff like that. I kind of like throw it to the wayside sometimes. Like it's some like because of how uh like how it can trap you sometimes, or just like the way um it just sucks. I don't know. I don't even like when people be like, oh, you know this is a masculine trait or this is a feminine trait and stuff like that. It's just very like because it just keeps you in a box, and it's kind of like I don't really want to do that. So it's kind of like, does that not make me a man? Like, and if so, like, oh well, like I don't know. But I also think that also because I had these ideas, and then like my stepdad, who's just older guy, came from immigrant from Haiti and stuff like that. And so like when I like speak on these things, he looks at me crazy, like you you sure you like or you're not this, you're not that, you're not part are you gay maybe? Like it's just stuff like weird stuff like that where it's just kind of like I had a time where like I used to cross my legs, and it'd be like the feminine version, and like it'd be like a budding joke of like, oh, like, oh, he's sitting like a girl, like, oh, like, and stuff like that. And it's just like, what you mean? Like, this is like I'm a tall, lanky, like my legs, like this feels comfortable. My fault, like I don't know, like,
Oh,
but yeah,
I
yeah,
hear
that's
you.
funny.
What would you say your relationship with yourself is like?
My relationship with myself, uh, hmm, I feel like I could be hard on myself a lot. Um, but that also just also comes back to how I was raised. Uh,
Yeah.
kind of like always being in trouble or always getting in trouble and stuff like that. So when I'm not doing something myself, or like now where it's just like, oh, like I was taught I wasn't though, but it's like I was telling myself these things like I was taught better, like I should know this. Um, but in reality, it's like I really I wasn't. Um, uh, and so I find I could be like very hard on myself for things that like I was never ever taught. It sounds like I realize this, but it's like a cycle I can't break. Um, of just being tough on myself or just like getting so worked up where it's like I don't do anything.
Mm.
Because it's just like so much anxiety, so much like yeah, I just freeze up and I can't do anything.
Yeah, I am really similar as well. I don't know, maybe it was from school, parents, but yeah, my inner the way I talk to myself can be a bit mean. Yeah, I wouldn't say that
Yeah.
to anyone else.